Hello, good afternoon. This is LaQueen Battle of Battle for Safe Responder Services. I'm here in beautiful Boston, and I just wanted to go ahead and review a couple things. As you know, I do run a first aid business here. I do a lot of community activism, but I really want to get down to the basics of what I do, which is pretty much first aid. And anything involving first aid involves CPR, as well as, of course, the medical side of doing the first aid, which I'm also a certified CNA in the state of Massachusetts, as well as a medical assistant over the past front and back office for the past 5 to 10 years throughout the United States. So I'm trying to show you a little bit about the basics of my nonprofit, Battle for Safe Responder Services, and what I do, which is, of course, CPR. And I received this package today from the American Heart Association from eBay, and I want to thank eBay for allowing me to get the seller on eBay for allowing me to get this wonderful affordable CPR package. Is available on the American Red Cross Association website for under $50. It comes with a mannequin, as well as, of course, basic CPR instructions at home use on how to do CPR. Comes with the instructions here in a booklet about at-home use involving learning CPR basic skills. Here's the setup, and you can get it at www.aha.org. So this is very basics about CPR basic instructions for both family, adult, and child use at www.aha.org. With the American Heart Association. So I wanted to show you that, guys, today, and give you a brief glimpse about doing CPR with the mannequin, as well as, of course, updated 2025 American Heart Association American Red Cross skills on how to do CPR. Also, as you guys know, I did serve the United States Army Reserves back in Texas, and my headquarters was, my unit was based in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I do want to thank all my Army Reservists, all my medical unit that's still currently serving here domestically here in the United States, as well as, of course, abroad, wherever they're stationed out. Thank you so much for our U.S. troops. It was after I served, after 2 years after 9/11. I did not deploy. I did not deploy to the Middle East, but I'm so very thankful for my unit for giving me the skills of camaraderie, as well as continuing to learn how to serve and give my best to my country. So thank you to my unit, 94th General Hospital in Seagull, Texas, outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. God bless our troops and God bless America. So this is LaQueen Battle. This involves basic CPR skills across the United States, as well as the world. We want to continue to support the ICRC and the World Health Federation, all the medical organizations around the world that are continuing to do what they can to provide assistance for those in need, as well as, of course, helping with the food shortage and helping people in need of food and basic essentials of life. So this is CPR skills. I'm going to go briefly show you this, and again, you can get this at the American Heart Association website, www.aha.org. I will share this on all my social media websites, and it's pretty much the basics of what I do, as well as, of course, a lot of community activism, a lot of military support, a lot of Black Lives Matter, a lot of first aid, a lot of marathons, activism, and of course, you guys know, I do have a medical disability, as well as I'm always involved in the community, but I still continue to go out there and provide services for the community in need. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And so I'm letting you guys know about this brief. It's a small box. It's available for use for anybody that's in need. So we're going to go over these basic skills today. All right, so here we go. So in this packet, you will receive a mannequin. You blow up the mannequin, as well as pretty much basic instructions on how to do CPR. Now, the basic of CPR is, of course, as updated to 2025 instructions by the AHA, the American Heart Association, is 30 compressions for 2 breaths. Okay, that's 30 compressions for 2 breaths. You want to deliver 2 breaths in the upper torso, right beneath the rib cage, and deliver 30 thrusts, 30 compressions, 2 inches deep into the upper thrust, whether that person is elderly, it doesn't matter how tall they are, how short they are, or even if they're pregnant. Pregnant women do also have special needs, but you want to pay attention to the rib cage, the upper rib cage. You know, you want to be aware with pregnant women with the belly, but you also can just try to pay attention, still deliver upper thrust to the rib cage. And I can also go over CPR for women as well. So this is my first video on CPR. I also did one on the use of naloxone, but this is my first one, CPR. So again, it's 30 thrusts to the upper rib cage and 2 breaths. So I'm going to go over here with this mannequin and beautiful cameras today. Okay, and we're just going to go briefly. Again, it's 30 thrusts to the upper rib cage. You're going to take both hands, okay, and you're gonna deliver pressure to the upper rib cage. Okay, so here's my person right here. You have their nose, okay, you're gonna lift up their chin, and you have their rib cage here. Now you have the shoulders, and then you have the upper rib cage right here. You're gonna deliver 30 thrusts, okay? And the first thing is, if you see the person down, you ask the first thing you want to do is, does anybody have an AED? Does anybody have an AED? Go get the AED, go get help. The first thing in any kind of emergency situation, if you see anybody down, you always want to get help. Can somebody call 911? Can somebody get help? Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do is ask, can somebody get help? Call 911, get the AED, get help. Call 911, get help. That's always what you want to do. Doesn't matter if it's a sports situation, doesn't matter if it's a professional situation, doesn't matter if you're in a business office, a trust facility, whatever kind of facility you're at, you always want to, the first thing you want to ask is, can somebody get help? Call 911. The second thing you want to ask is, get the AED, get the AED. Now, right now, I'm going to show you the basics of delivering CPR. And then in my next video, we'll go into a little bit deeper explanation. But of course, like I said before, the basis of CPR instruction is 30 thrusts to the upper rib cage and 2 deep breaths. 30 thrusts, 2 inches deep, and 2 breaths. So first thing you want to say is, go get help. Call 911. The second thing you want to ask is, get the AED, get the AED. And the third thing you want to ask is that person alive? Is that person breathing? Okay. Is that person breathing? You want to check for a pulse. Check the person, check for a pulse, for a radial pulse, and then you want to check for a breath, okay? So you want to ask to touch that person, say, are you okay? Are you okay, ma'am, sir? Are you okay? Are you okay? If you don't hear a pulse, or if you check their breathing in their upper nose, then that's when you want to start CPR after you call 911 and after you see if professional help is available, whether it's a doctor, a nurse, or somebody that knows CPR and that it can get to the next step for EMS. So we're going to go ahead and start. If you don't have an AED, call 911 and let them know that you do not have an AED and get help. And then ask, when you're on the call with 911, tell them, what are the basic steps that I need to do and where do I go from here? So you see the person on the ground, you touch them, tap them, sir, ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay? And then what you want to do, if you want to check to see if that person has a breath. So you want to listen with your ear on their nose, or you want to check to see if their chest is rising. If you don't see a chest rising at that moment, if you don't see their chest rising, then you want to start the CPR compressions. So how you want to do the CPR compressions, you want to lift up with your 2 fingers, lift up the chin. It's 2 breaths to every 30 compressions. So lift up their chin, open the mouth, and start compressions. So here we go. Make sure you have a second person on hand to assist you with exchanging of the compressions and the breaths. So sometimes if you're by yourself, you can do it, or sometimes if you're not by yourself, ask somebody additional for help. Okay. So then you want to start the chest compressions. It's 30 compressions for 2 breaths. So again, underneath the shoulder blade with your hands extended over one hand, over the other hand, and you're going to start the chest compressions 2 inches deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Again, 2 breaths. Lift up their chin. Lift up their chin, and deliver 2 deep breaths. Get the AED, call for help, and again deliver 30 compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Again, keep going, do 5 sets, and then switch out. Again, your 2 fingers up, the chin up, and you deliver 2 deep breaths. Again, 30 compressions, 2 inches deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Do this for a set of 5 sets, and then if you have an additional person, switch out with that person. You're gonna do 5 sets, 2 breaths with 30 compressions, 2 breaths each, 5 sets, and switch out with another person. If you don't, you have to continually doing this. After 5 sets, then wait, call EMS, deliver another 5 sets, call EMS. Now again, this is pretty much the basics of CPR. I'm giving you a brief synopsis of what happens. Again, anything can change. The guidelines have always remained the same. For 2025, it's 30 compressions for 2 breaths with the American Heart Association. So again, this is really simple. If you see somebody you need, the first thing you want to do is call 911, get help. The second thing you want to do is get the AED. After you deliver the CPR compressions, 30 compressions for 2 breaths each, then you want to get the AED, deliver the AED shock, okay? And then do that 2 times. After you deliver the AED shock, then start again with the compressions. 30 compressions for 2 breaths, 5 sets of times, okay? Do the 5 sets of that, and then the AED. If help does not arrive, call 911 again. Continue to call 911 and get help. After 5 sets, you want to switch out with another person to see if that person's okay. Now, it's different for children, okay? I'm not really sure, but again, this is pretty much the basics for adult CPR. 30 compressions for 2 breaths. After 5 sets of 30 compressions, 2 sets, then you want to do the AED. Now again, this is my first CPR video. I really do appreciate you guys today. Thank you again. This is pretty much the basics of CPR. It doesn't matter whatever type of environment you're in. You can be outside, you can be inside. Just make sure that the ground area is clear. Any kind of particles on the ground, debris, anything is out of the way between you and that person. Everything is out of the way. So you see guys, I'm inside, as well as the same thing can happen outside. You want to make sure that everything is completely out of the way between you and delivering need to that person. Okay? All right. Okay, so, all right, okay. So again, I'm outside, but it could be inside. You could be at a swimming pool, you could be at a park, you could be at a sports arena, you could be at a hospital, you could be at a church, you could be on a trip, on a bus, you know, on an amusement park. You could be wherever it is. You always never know when you may deliver CPR first aid to somebody in need. Okay, so I want to thank eBay, as well as of course the American Heart Association, for delivering this pretty much basic CPR first aid kit. Now you can get this on the American Heart Association's website for under $50. It comes with the mannequin, as well as of course it's a blow up mannequin. It really takes about 5 minutes to blow up, 2 minutes to blow up, and it delivers straight pretty much basic needs on how to render CPR first aid. Okay, so here's pretty much instructions. It gives you a face guard, as well as, of course, instructions both in English and in Spanish. It gives you a wipe, as well as, of course, instructions on how to deliver first aid. And this is through the American Heart Association CPR Anytime. Okay, the box is called CPR Family and Friends CPR Anytime. It's mom and her daughter on the cover, and it goes front and back. Okay, all right, here is the mannequin. Okay, it takes pretty much about 2 to 3 business days to get this in the mail. You can deliver this anywhere around the world in any language to be of need to anybody who needs it most. Okay, so this is the Queen battle. I know I'm a hot mess. There's a lot of political issues going on. The Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks are playing right now. You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm a little bit emotional. As well, of course, it's Mother's Day weekend. I'm happy, excited to all the mothers who are out there who have given to their families, as well as the fathers who are also been in need to fill in for the role of a mother as well. So thank you to you guys for continued support and encouragement. I'm still here in Boston, Cambridge area, and it is election season, so go out there and get out the vote. As of course, if you do need to render CPR assistance, this is a very affordable kit. It's under $50, and you can buy this anywhere, anytime on the American Heart Association's website or on Amazon or eBay for under $30 to $50. Okay, it comes with the mannequin, as well as, of course, the basic instructions, okay, on how to deliver CPR first aid. It takes about 3 to 5 business days to arrive in the mail. No matter where you are, if you're stationed abroad or if you're a civilian, you can get this anywhere in the world, wherever you need it, through the American Heart Association or any major worldwide seller. Okay, so again, this is the Queen battle of Battle First Aid Responder Services. You're gonna have to excuse my social media feed. I do apologize. I don't need to offend anybody, but you know how I am. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. Again, the kit is called CPR Anytime Family and Friends through the American Heart Association. It comes with the blow up mannequin, as well as, of course, the instructions. Okay, and you can get this kit anywhere around the world. Thank you so much for your guys' support and encouragement. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know, I might be running for a local election this year. I'm not really sure. I might put my name in for Cambridge City Council. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm thinking about it. But again, I really do appreciate you guys' encouragement and support. Please continue to support our vets, as well as those, of course, who are experiencing crisis, whether it's a disability, whether it's a mental health issue, whether it's depression, whether anxiety, any kind of issues that you're going in. Please continue to support those in need. If you do need to reach out, call the suicide hotline crisis, call the mental health crisis hotline. Wherever you are, there is help available to be of need. You are not alone. You are not alone. Thank you so much to my friends and supporters, the Boston Mayday Coalition, Black Lives Matter, the City of Boston, the City of Cambridge, and of course, our military veterans, both active duty and reservists, as well as our USO. We cannot continue to thank all our USO supporters throughout all around the world, who have given support to both military service members, as well as families of military service members as well. So again, thank you to our troops, both domestic and abroad, and active duty and reserve, and our veterans. We cannot forget them during this time of the year. God bless you all. And again, the CPR Anytime kit is available on Amazon, eBay, and the American Heart Association website. You can buy this anywhere around the world, and it's under $50. It takes about 3 to 5 business days to get. And again, you can get this anywhere around the world to deliver CPR first aid for those in need who need it the most. Okay? So again, this is the Queen battle. God bless you all. A Battle First Aid Responder Services. Don't forget, always be aware of your surroundings. Always be available to those who may need it the most. You never know, no matter the politics, no matter the issue, always be of need. God bless you all, and take care.